Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mike here at Game from Scratch. And do you want another humble bundle for game developers? Of course you do. And this one is servicing an underserved market, and that is music. That's what this is. This is the big music for games, films, and content creators humble bundle. And it's a collection of music under a fair license. We'll look at that in a few seconds, but it's up to 8 gigabytes of music, amount a number of different themes here, all from the same guy. So you get a very consistent sound quality going on here. And it's a pretty straightforward bundle for the most part. It's a little pricey on the top end at $35 Canadian for the highest bundle, so probably $30 US, maybe $25 US. But as with all bundles, it's broken into tiers. You buy the higher value tier, you get all the tiers below it. You decide how your money is allocated between the publisher, between charity, between humble, and if you so choose, thanks by the way if you do, to support Game from Scratch. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump in and take a look at this bundle. Now, like all bundles that are relevant, I buy them to let you know what you're going to get here. And at the $1 tier here, pretty straightforward. You get the Mystical Game Music Pack, the Music Loops mini set, 50 different loops, multi-genre, high-quality WAV files, and Scary and Mystical Game Music Pack. Anything you're interested in, click the magnifying glass. You'll see they're all from Andrei Sitkov. You can see the tracks on his SoundCloud file. So if you want to hear what some of these are like, you can go and get access to preview. So that's the $1 tier. You get a pack for Mystical Music Loops and then Scary and Mystical Game Music Pack. The nice thing about the loops is you can bring them into a musical editor and create your own derived work out of it. So if we go up to the next tier, the $21.81 Canadian tier, by the way, if you come into Humble, it will be in your currency of choice. What we see here at, I guess that's $15 US. We get the medieval and adventure game music loops. Again, loops are useful. They, seamlessly go from one end to the other. It can be remixed nicely. We get the Cosmos music pack. We get the lyrics voice choir music pack, the heavy riffs full collection, and the big casual and arcade game music bundle. Pretty straightforward collection there as well. And once again, anything you want to check out, you can get details of them right there. You can get a preview of them over on SoundCloud. Again, all from the same guy, very consistent sound to them. And then finally, we go to the top tier, which is the $35 tier. So if this was 21, so 15, I think we're jumping up to, oh God, I don't even know, was that $30 US? $25 US? One of those things. I'm not actually sure. What we see here is the Big Action Game Music Bundle, the Big Action Game Music Bundle 2. The first one was the Action Rock and Energy. The second one is the Powerful Dynamic and Energetic Collection. Then we've got the Big Music Bundle, the Adventure Epic and Orchestral. Then we get the Big Commercial Music Collection, the Positive, Dramatic, Inspiring, and Romantic sets. We get the Fantasy Adventure Game Music Pack. We get the Epic Battle Music Loops and Trailers pack, and we get the Space Adventure Music pack. That is the collection as you can see it. It's pretty straightforward. It's all music from the same person. You can get previews of every single thing that is here. So if you want to check the music out before you buy it, you can do that with the SoundCloud setup. And I'm going to say, as always, I buy all of these packs so you can get an idea of what we're dealing with here. This one comes in as a number of different zip files from anywhere from 60 megabytes to 1.1 gigabyte, I think is the biggest one we've seen yet. Oh, no, 1.8 gigs is the biggest. And if you open them up, it's mostly a giant collection of WAV files like so. I'm not going to get, actually, I guess I have a license to do so, but I hate playing music on YouTube overly much because of their content IT system being so stupid and broken. But here you can see a quick sample of one of the sounds. And that is enough, okay, because really, honestly, YouTube has some draconian rules out there. And what it boils down to is the first person that uses this in the game, even if they don't have exclusive rights to it, the Content ID system can say, hey, that's their music, and then they can make automatic strike claims against people's web. YouTube sucks in a lot of ways for the licensing and the legal side. So that's why I'm not going to play much more than that. If you want to hear this stuff, go check it out on SoundCloud. But here you can see how one individual pack looks. This is the Epic Battle Trailers. One of the things I really do like with Humble is you can basically use them as your library. So come in here, if I want to grab the I don't know, we'll use this one, the Mystical Game Music Pack. It's just boom, come in, download it, and you're going to see their download speeds. I've never maxed them out, so they're basically as good as my download speeds, and I have 1 gigabyte internet here. So generally, you can grab anything you need off there in a matter of seconds. You can use your stuff to store it there. So really, the final thing to cover here is the license. And in the licensing things, well, let's go through this for some detail. It's a very short license, and I actually like that because then you don't have to really wonder what it's all about. So So a licensed asset to create derivative works, and you can use the licensed asset and derivative works as part of both non-monetized media products and monetized media products, which in other words means you can make money with no restrictions on the number of projects the licensed asset may be used in, which means you can use it over and over again in your various different games. In either case, the licensed assets can be used in media products that are either A, used for the purchaser's own personal use, and or B, or I guess two, used for the purchaser's commercial use, in which case it may be distributed, sold, and supplied by the purchaser for a fee that the purchaser may determine. So what that basically means is you can sell it as a game that you redistribute it in, and you discern what price is going to be. Now, what are the limitations here? Well, they're pretty straightforward. Basically, you can't resell this as it is. So the license does not allow you to use, sell, transfer, give away, sublicense, or redistribute the licensed asset or derivative works other than as part of a relevant media product. So in other words, you need to make your own product out of this. You can't just sell these assets as they are, or allow the media product to extract the licensed asset or derivative work and use them outside of the relevant media product, which basically means you can't have a game and then say export our soundtrack or sell the soundtrack as like a bonus option or something like that. Pretty straightforward licensing on the whole. It's nice to see it here. The only catch was I only got access to this after I purchased the bundle. I didn't find, when I was looking through here, I didn't find any details on the actual licensing. Which is a little unfortunate. It is all DRM free, which is nice to see, but literally there's nothing here otherwise about the license deals. So that is the license. I will link that with the linked article down below as long as it's not in a private site. And yeah, what do you think of this bundle? Do you want to get some music for your game? It's good quality of the stuff that I've heard. Unfortunately, again, due to dumb YouTube licensing, I'm hesitant to play more of it. That's got nothing to do with this bundle and everything to do with YouTube, by the way. So what do you think of the concept of this? What do you think of, check out some of the SoundCloud stuff and let me know what you think of the work in general. Are you looking for music content for your game? This is one of those things that isn't actually really that common. So it'll be interesting to see what people think of a bundle like this. All right, that's it for now. I will talk to you all later, and goodbye.